Another video from Guilao 60. I'm here on Ho Chi Lu. Yes, this is where I live. For all of you haters out there that want to come and see me, don't just say it, come and do it. Oh, and they changed things here a little bit over the last couple of months. They've put security in on Food Street. No more cars. 2 months ago, you couldn't drive. You could, hello. You could drive down this street, and it just disrupted everything. So they put the barricades in. They put guys with the uniforms here, and this is where the kids go to hang out. And like seriously, this is nothing yet. This is nothing yet. It's about 6:30, not even 6:30, and there's 1,000 people or more here, but I tell you, in another hour there'll be 5,000 people here. Like seriously, we have a subway that comes right directly to this area of China because we're right beside Guangxi University, and it just attracts everybody. The food. They never used to have the clothing sales here on this street. So you've got food on both sides, you've got clothing in the middle, and it just attracts that population of younger people. It's sort of nice. It makes the community a vibrant community here. And right by the university, hey, you know what I mean? So what kind of foods do they have on Food Street here in China? Well, let's go take a look at those. And you know, a lot of you Westerners would say, all right, eating that, but a lot of it's actually pretty good. I'm going to turn the camera around just a second here. You got crawdad tails, and you got mushrooms, and you've got pickled little octopus, and you've got duck feet and chicken feet. You've got innards and gizzards and duck necks and you name it. It is. What? Oh, and duck head. Both barbecued and, well, I'm not even sure the other one. You know what? And although this smells not very good, it sort of looks good, guys. So, sort of, what is that? Octopus tentacles fried. You know, all the different types of food that you can get here in China. It's just, it's one of those things that it's just sort of off. I don't even know how to say it. It's different. It's different than anything that you're used to in the Western world. And this is literally a 2-minute walk from my front doorstep. And this goes on 365 days a year. So it's not just a place to eat. It's a place to get together with friends. It's a place to go shopping for clothes. It's a place to hang out. It's a place not to drive your car anymore because the police at the end of the street say, well, it's actually not police, it's security. But you know, the idea is that it's a walking street for the people to come and sort of have a good time, go shopping, go eating. And there's not just street food. There's actual restaurants here too. Hello. They got chicken, they got pig's feet, they got, you know, they've got a little bit of everything here. I've actually been living in this part of Nanning City for, well, since 2007, so you're talking 14 years plus now. And I like it here. We've got places in other areas, and more expensive, more high-end, and we lived there for a little while, and it just didn't have the bang that this place does. So we sold the expensive place and moved back to the old place because it's more vibrant. Look around you. What do you see here? You see people out having fun. You see young people. You see pretty girls. Oh, definitely. You see just regular life in China. What don't you see? Look around you. How many people are wearing masks? And everybody is fairly close in. People follow you. Yes, I know. But this is China. This is the way it is. But you don't see a lot of masks in mainland China right now. The world is a little different here than it is in, say, Australia, where you have to go, if you got a government job, you have to go get your vaccines, or else you ain't got no job. Here, they don't do that. you want to go get a vaccine, go get a vaccine. If you don't, well, it's up to you. I've got both of my Chinese vaccines. They're no good in Canada, so if I go back to Canada, they're going to quarantine my ass. I don't have a Canadian vaccine passport, so I heard from a friend, Greg Ridey, how's it going, buddy, that you need a passport to get into a liquor store to get beer. Oh, he's like my age. He's like 60ish, and he has to get some 19-year-old to go pull beer for him because it's just the way it is. So the world is different here in China. You don't have the masks, you don't have mandated vaccines, you don't have vaccine passports, you don't have COVID-19. I guess is what it comes down to, is there is no COVID-19, and that's a pretty special thing. When they got it into Wuhan, they built how many hospitals that they didn't need because they arrested COVID-19 immediately, and every other time that it's reared its ugly head in China here, they've shut it down. And as you can see by the people on the street, it's actually working because people are out and about. They're spending money. They've got their lives and they're living them in places like Alberta. Over 2,000 cases. Saskatchewan just had 600 and some cases, the most cases ever in one day. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you people over there? You get places like Australia where they're mandating things, where you want to talk about taking freedom away? Holy frickin' moly, guys! You're losing the freedom that is in your constitution, is your God-given right. And a communist country like China here has more rights than you do. How did that happen? When did it all go switch? Like seriously, when did it all switch? When I do these walk and talks through crowds like this, there's always people in the background, and some of them I don't see. You know what I mean? It's waving and whatever. So it's always nice when I edit the video to see how many people and how many kids in the background that will wave, and you know what I mean? Because then they become part of the experience. I like that. I think that's a great thing. I'm moving out of this area right now because they're cooking tofu. That's a stinky tofu, and it is super gross smelling. It is one of the worst smelling things I've ever had to deal with in my life. And people say, oh, but Guelo, it's good. No. But then again, I eat blue cheese, and I think blue cheese is good. So maybe they've got something there. Maybe it's an acquired taste that you get over the years from growing up in a place. I don't know. But I'd rather walk around the block than walk by a tofu place. Seriously, because it is that gross. See, now here, we're just after 7 o'clock. And look how many people there are, guys. And this just gets more and more and more. And I think that's one of the most important things that I've seen here in China, is that a foreigner can walk down the street with thousands and thousands of people from all age groups, from all over a city of 7.5 million to 8 million people, with a camera in their face, talking a foreign language, and nobody is a threat to me and mine. How strange would that be in the West, in a city of even 20, 30, or 40,000 people? Think about that. So, and you've heard that China is an authoritarian regime that has people that are really mean, and when they put a uniform on, they're bad people. Well, I got to check this out. And if you're gonna do it with the girl, because they're usually the meanest when they get a uniform on. Hello. Ni hao. She's not bad. Ni hao. She's good. Hello. How about this little guy here? Ni hao. Hello. He's just not sure. Oh, you see, China's not the place that people think it is. They may dance to a different drummer, but you know what? They're as good as any people around the world. They don't believe in violence. They don't believe in hurting other people. They don't believe in starting wars around the world. They see the world as more of an innocent place, and I think that's maybe why I like China so much. So, a video on Ho Chi Lu, right in front of Guilao 60's home. So, if you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And whatever you do, don't forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's a good cause. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Bye.